Yo, welcome. This your boy, Mr. Infinity, with Lil and One. We just gonna bring you a little podcast today, and it's a new podcast, man. We just starting out. It's our long day today, trying to set this podcast up. So you in behind the scenes, man. We really getting things together. But the name of the podcast is gonna be
Only Now Exists.
Only Now Exists, and we came up with that because we was talking the other day about a lot of times we get lost in life, and sometimes we forget that the moment is all we have. You know what I mean? So sometimes you can get lost in the future, you can get lost in the past, you can get lost within other people's affairs, but always remembering that only now exists, and you're always creating from the now. So we really want to get. I'm gonna bring you 3 points that I have from only now exists, and he's gonna give you 3 points. So and you can just cut off the top. But what are your first point when you think of only now exists? What would you say that means to you?
Like I said, well, right before we made this, I would say only now exists means that you should just appreciate the only now you'll ever get, which is always gonna be right now. Because it's forever. The now it doesn't end. And if you feel good now, then that's all you could ever want. You won't be depressed if you're smiling and happy in the now. So it's really not that complicated if you think about it. Only now exists. We all live in the now. We get caught up in fears and worries, but all that stuff is vanity if you don't focus on your own reality.
I like
That's
that.
what I think.
That was a quote you hit me with the other day. What was that quote you said?
Spirituality and metaphysics. I got this off of Threads, but spirituality and metaphysics without creating. Oh damn, I'm butchering it, but basically, spirituality is vanity if you don't focus on your own reality.
Yeah, spirituality is vanity if you don't focus on your own reality.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like it. What's that mean? What's like dig into that a little bit?
Because spirituality is the respect of the oneness of all, but also the admiration of the individual. I know I'm using a lot of big words, but that's just what spirituality is. So if you just focus on, because spirituality is everything, so it goes really deep. But if you just are, and you can get really trapped in your own head. I got trapped in my own head with spirituality, you know, in my past. So I know how it is, but I was just not focused on making my reality the best reality that it could be. And that's a trap that, we all can fall into. So just make sure that you're always focusing on how I can be great, how I can be just happy in the moment, because only now exists. 0.0001 every day, just a little bit more every day. What about you?
Yeah.
What does only now exist mean to you?
So I've been kind of hovering around this point for a long time, man. With the win the now, feel good now, only 0.0001. So. And it's easy, like I said, it's easier said than done. So I like that point you said. Spirituality is, what'd you say? Spirituality
is vanity.
Is vanity.
If you aren't creating your own reality.
It's vanity if you're not creating your reality. Because I feel like all this spirituality shit sounds real.
Let me get the actual quote.
Yeah. It sounds real good until you get hit in the face. You know what I mean? Till life hits you, or until you can't pay your bills, or until you get dumped. Or if you get until, you know what I mean, like somebody rear ends you in the back, like all that shit sounds real good. So I just feel like there has to be practices put in place as well. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of times in this new culture we live in, there's a lot of like quotes on Threads, on Twitter, on Instagram, all this feel good stuff. Like, you know what I mean? So I feel like only now exists, man. You have to create practices that will keep you present, like, you know what I mean, and constantly curate your environment so that you'll because it's bigger than a physical body. Like, you know what I mean? I feel like we get lost thinking that we're just a physical body when 99.99999% of us we can't even see.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like a lot of these quotes, a lot of these threads and things like that, which are like, they're great, but I feel like until you truly know who and what you truly are, it's just vanity. Like, you know what I mean? And so I feel like going deep and deeper into like learning in who you are is I don't really feel like you can really be truly in the moment though, but that's my opinion.
If you don't know who you are.
Yeah, I feel like you got too many triggers. I feel like you living in a false ego. I feel like you are prone to just too many distractions. I feel like there's too much power dynamic in this 3D matrix that until you know that you are the spirit first, like know it. I feel like you're getting lost, but that's just my opinion.
No, I agree. I agree. You said something I wanted to touch on, but I forget what you said. Damn, I don't remember. But no, I agree. Like, because 99% of the universe we can't even perceive. We can't perceive like all this stuff. There's so much energy out there that we can't even begin to understand. So that's why time only now exists so important, because you have to find yourself in every different situation that you think you're gonna put yourself in. So if you have to, like, it takes a long time. Like, I've been through a lot of experiences for my age group, I would like to believe. And so I have a grasp on who I think I am, but I don't really know like fully, because I haven't dealt with all the situations that I haven't gone through all my karma and all my lessons yet. And that's what life is, but we're here to learn. We're in Earth School right now. We're here to learn.
Yeah, and the game is infinite. That's the thing. I feel like a lot of people, and like I'm not like casting a black eye on what's going on as far as like this vanity matrix, as far as like they turn spirituality to like a business now. Like oh man, who's the deepest out here?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But the game, like, the game is infinite, and once you really, it's infinite. Like we are the imagination of ourselves. Like we are. So your imagination is, I like to say God, man, but I know people might take that and run with it.
Way, yeah.
But
so how does that tie into Only Now Exists of your film?
Yeah, it goes into all. That's what I'm saying. It's what they say. It's the macrocosm and the microcosm. As above, so below. As within, so without. Everything is everything. So, and I know that's like some woo-woo stuff, but I just feel like I said, the practices, man. So I really feel like focused on your breath is key. And curating your environment, man. Go hug some trees. Go on the beach. Ground yourself. Like
definitely go hug.
Make sure you around people that want to uplift you. Because I mean, you can get around some energy, man. You could just, you know what I mean. And this game is, I'm telling you, man. People, whoever you come across, and they act like they got it figured out, man. Run from them. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Run from these motherfuckers that try to act like they know it all. They figure this life shit out. Even the Eckhart Tolles, even the Joe Dispenzas. I'm telling you, man. Anybody that is walking around acting like they figured it out, man.
Yeah. But I don't think you should run from fear.
I'm just saying, like, understand, man. They full of shit. That's what I'm saying.
You think so? I don't know. I think that
they trying like we trying.
Yeah, I feel like they're doing the best with what they have, you know, and I feel like they know themselves to a certain extent that they are able to reach a wide audience of people that don't.
Yeah.
So
it's business, though.
Yeah, I know it's business. I don't even know if Joe Dispenza is like a.
Yeah, he wrote the book, and I take that back too, because you're right, man. I ain't trying to cast judgment. I'm just saying, just in my mind, I've seen so many people.
Just understand that they're doing the best with what they can, and they're just trying to get their dream out there.
For one, it's a business. For two, going within is really, that's what I'm kind of saying.
Yeah,
Like,
you'd
going
rather
with,
go within than seek everybody else to
because
find who you are.
because that's infinite.
Yeah.
Once you get caught up on that train,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? I got caught up on that train, man. Thinking it's something else to learn, something else to learn, something else to learn, something else to learn, something, I ain't got it yet, I ain't got it yet. When the whole time, man, you are sitting here as the universe, expressing yourself as one William, as Mr. Infinity. You know what I'm saying? So, what's your second point, though, man? I'm putting you on the spot.
I didn't have a second point. I thought we were just freestyling.
We freestyle. That is freestyle. I'm
But-
just asking you, like, the second
Second
point.
point,
Or what's another point?
What only now exists means.
Yeah, or why are you doing this podcast? Or why do you want to do a podcast?
Because I feel like only now exists is a quote that kind of everybody needs to resonate with. Because we just get so caught up in the past and the future and what is, might be, or what could be, or what maybe is, I don't even worrying about. It's just, it doesn't matter. So if you feel good now, the goodness will attract you because the universe gives exactly what you give it the most of. So you give, you get. And if you just feel good right now, then you're just gonna constantly feel good more and more and more and more. And like, it's easier said than done. I
Yeah.
know that.
What are some things that make you feel good?
Meditating.
What keeps you in a high frequency? Because I think we talking about everything is everything. We kind of talking about holding a frequency.
Yeah.
You know, holding a vibrational standpoint, man. Were you in alignment with your true self?
Mm-hmm.
You know, true.
True.
Yeah. So what's some things that keep you in alignment with your true self?
I've been really getting into myths lately. I don't know if anybody watching this is into myths, but I've been really getting into myths because a quote that helped me just figure out my life is kind of is you're always in a myth. Like history repeats itself. So you're kind of always in a certain variation of a story that has kind of been told before. So if you study old stories, you'll find yourself in those old things that you already read about, so you'll know how to maneuver it better. So you don't make the same mistakes that people already before you did.
Yeah, give me an example of a mistake that you can prevent that you feel like. Because I tend to disagree on that point.
Yeah.
But I'm curious to learn more. So maybe you can shake my understanding. Because I do hear what you're saying in terms of history does repeat itself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you can definitely stand on the shoulders of people that have been there before, so you don't got to make the same mistake.
Yeah.
Is that kind of where you're going with
That's
it?
basically what I'm saying.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much. Because there's nothing new under the sun, bro. Everything that's gonna happen already happened. You just gotta feel good now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and like I said, and this is obviously my opinion, but I feel like we live in a sea of light, a sea of information, man. We living in water just because we can't. A fish doesn't know it's in water, right?
It's kind of scary, but yeah.
Fish don't know it, so we're living like we living in water, man, and that's why it's so important to make sure your energy is around successful people. If you want to be successful, make sure you swimming with successful people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you getting those thought forms and those light codes and those
Energy.
DNA drops and that energy from who you around and what your environment is shaping you, and that's where my boy Bruce Lipton comes in. And he wrote a book called Epigenetics, and it kind of talks about and that one book that really helped me out, man. Epigenetics, it talks about gene expression, where your genes turn on and off depending on.
Let's don't go past 20 minutes.
Depending on where your environment is. So and so once I understood that, I was like, man, I'm getting the fuck out of my hometown.
Yeah.
Cause if I would have died, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Death isn't like on your deathbed, I don't think. Death is kind of just losing yourself in someone else's dream.
Damn.
Low key, bro. That's why you gotta know who you are.
Who
You gotta
are you?
know.
That's what I wrote down. That's who are you?
Yeah. Is that a question?
Yeah, I wrote that. That was my next question for you.
Who am I?
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
one, bro.
What's that mean?
I mean, that means a lot, but I'm just myself. I know who I am.
Who are you?
What kind of question is that?
You just said you
I'm
gotta know
one.
who you are.
I'm one with everything. I'm one, bro. My name is one. Only now exists. I'm like low-key, like just literally one with everything, bro. I can relate to almost everybody. Not to sound like holier than thou or like,
Yeah.
but I just, seen a lot, bro. And through my experiences of having my name one my whole life, I can really resonate with a lot of people that don't feel, accepted or just feel a little off or just feel like they don't belong in this world. So I feel like I could just be a beacon of, hope. That's kind of why I want to do this podcast, bro. And I'm still finding myself through my voice while doing this, because your voice is your personality. You don't really have your voice and your expressions. That's your personality. Because personality is your ability to express yourself. We going all over the place with this episode.
Yes, all
But
good.
only now exists.
Yeah.
Just keep saying that.
So yeah, only now exists. So what? And I
Who
think
are you?
I think I cut you off, man. What are some practices that you do to keep you, to hold your frequency, to keep you in the moment, to keep you like feeling good now?
Literally, if I ever have like a bad thought, bro, I'll just close my eyes, and then just like identify that thought and understand if it's mine or not, or if it's somebody else's. And most of the time, if it's negative, it's somebody else's, bro. It's really somebody. It's just a demon trying to get you.
That's strong. So
So
you're
just
able
close your
to face your fears, really. Face those demons head on. That's key, right? That's the big point, man.
Live in that darkness.
Facing those demons head on. Cause I feel like if you don't, they be like, oh, I got one. They tell their friends, I got one over here. Then they tell their friend, I got one over here. I got me a body to get into. And next thing you know,
You're not even
you
yourself.
on death row.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Too far gone.
Yeah, it's hard to get back. Once all them motherfuckers is on you, you be like, man, you be out here.
You don't even know.
You
You
be
don't
out
even
here,
know no
you be
more.
out here smoking a spliff, nigga.
Yeah, bro.
Laid
Doing
up in
crack.
somebody, laid up in the chick house, you just net.
Mm-hmm.
Nigga, just body just going for a ride. For real. That's how I be. I'm sure we got, I know I got boys on me, I got a face. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, and the thing about it is, me and you are aware of it, but the thing about it, most people are not even aware of it.
That's why we're doing this, so you can be aware of it.
Yeah, most people just think they thoughts are them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Many people just think, oh, nah, bro.
Those thoughts aren't yours.
And thoughts are things, man. Like I said before, man, thoughts exist. They physical matter.
Right? So, like, 'cause 99% of the universe we can't perceive, right? Like, there's just an infinite amount of frequencies. So, like, and your thoughts are real things. So I'm sure, like, if you have a crazy thought, that's like a crazy looking demon literally trying to get you, bro. If you think about it.
Spitting right now.
I never thought about that till right now.
now.
You feel me?
He's spitting.
I never thought about that.
And some people, man, you ever walk in somebody's house and you can just feel the energy, be like, man, that shit heavy as hell. Or walk around
having
a
cats
person.
in the
If you
crib.
walk around a person and be like, man, this motherfucker disrupt my
They just disrupt my harmony, bro.
my soul. Like, for real. And then you go to some people's house and, man, it's like a breath of fresh air. Or it's like great energy. It's like,
That's what it's like in my crib.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Real life.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's Mr. God Body over here.
I know, right? I don't want to sound like that at all.
That's all good. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to sound like I'm like preaching, bro. That's the last thing I want to sound like. Cause I'm still finding myself out here, bro.
You are you?
Yes.
All right. What's your final word, man?
Final word, bro. Don't let them demons get you.
Yeah. My final word is, man, just stay grateful. At the end of the day.
Yeah, stay grateful. That's a better one. Be grateful.
Yeah, at the end of the
I
day,
know, I'm
man,
with you.
through all this, everything we just said, anything, man, just even for the demons, man, just be like, man, just stay grateful, man. Just stay grateful, cause that's that. We in water, so as you're grateful, you swimming up to the shore, and you keep swimming up, swimming up, swimming up. But all right, man. Podcast number 1. We gonna keep. We just wanted to get something out here. We gonna keep shooting and keep dropping them.
It's gonna look better next time. This is an improv pod.
Yeah. If you got any questions, comments, if you got any suggestions for podcasts, and share, comment, subscribe. Peace. Gratitude.